So yesterday morning, I get in from taking care of the cows, and my phone's blowing up. Social media is kind of gone kind of crazy. People are sending me this article that was written about Joel Salatin. And you know, anything that has to do with Joel Salatin, I'll probably read, I'll probably watch, read all of his books, watched all of his trainings. He's really the main reason why we're able to move out here and start this farm. We model it after him. The chicken tractor is almost identical to his, except just a little bit smaller. But the title of this article is not a very nice one. It says, "Everything I Want to Do is Racist." It's a spin-off of one of Joel's books, "Everything I Want to Do is Illegal." Okay? Totally separate though. As I'm reading this article, I'm kind of just shaking my head because I don't know what's wrong with the world now. But everybody always has to look for the bad in people. Every time. It's really sad. This cancel culture of, oh, you say one thing bad, and you know what? You're done. You're done. We got to cancel you. You're scum of the earth. You're just a bad person. And it's just really sad that this is what this world has come to. And it's just disappointing. And I'll tell you this. I've had limited interaction, but some interaction with Joel and his family. Joel did a phone consult for me because I had some questions about this style of farming and everything, and overwhelmingly positive both times I've interacted with him and his family. Joel went much longer in our phone conversation than we originally agreed upon, just because, he wanted to answer all the questions that I had. And then last year I was able to go to Polyface, and I really just hung out with his son Daniel all day and really helped him around the farm. I got there super early, stayed with him until he was done, quitting time for him. And it was just an overwhelmingly great experience. It was really nice for him to allow me to do that. I was there, be able to see things right on the farm, how they did things. Just really good, really nice, good people. So I ended up reading this article and I went, you know what, whatever. It doesn't change my opinion of Joel whatsoever. And I go on about my day. But still in my head, I went, I wonder why this guy was to write this article. So that thinking led to me, okay, what is his agenda? I wanted to find out. So I pull up the article on my phone again, and I really, first time I kind of skimmed it. This time I really read it. Then I see a link on the bottom, okay? It's to hisfarm/invest.com, okay? So now it's time to do a little bit of research on this guy, okay? I wanted to see what his agenda was, who he is, why he's writing this article. So I click on the link, find him on Facebook, and turns out he is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So what I've found is that there's been a little bit of back and forth between him and Joel for some time now. And let's just figure out who this guy is. Most people know Joel, read most of his books, kind of get an idea of who the guy is, okay? Let's get an idea who this guy is. This guy's name is Chris Newman. And I'm going to put his Facebook profile right here. And take a look at it, okay? Take a good look at it. Look at the cover photo specifically, okay? You know what that is? We'll blow it up right now. That's a Blue Lives Matter flag with a superimposed Nazi flag on the back. Yeah. So in this image here, to me, that's saying that this guy thinks that all police and anybody that supports him are Nazis. Okay, strike one. Good job. This guy seems like a real stand-up dude. And mind you this, the Mother Earth News has no spine whatsoever. This is what we found out because they dropped Joel because of this article written by, this guy. So looking at his Facebook profile and the Facebook profile of his farm, in every one of his posts, it's all white people, black people, white people, black people, white people, black people. Okay, white people are so bad, white people are so bad. That sounds real inviting, right? It sounds real like, coming together, bringing everybody together, working for one good cause. Yeah, right? This guy's more divisive than a division sign. And if you scroll through some of the comments and some of the posts, there's people talking about how he's advocated for killing cops and, quote, doing away with white people. Yeah, this guy sounds like he's a real gem. And then you look at his farm, okay? What's funny, it's really funny, is that his farm is modeled almost like exactly after Joel's. He uses the same style chicken tractor, he uses the same kind of style eggmobiles. He's copied what Joel has done, but you know what? Hey, you know what, Chris? The way you're farming was founded by a racist, so what does that make you? That's an issue, right? So you're gonna be learning from a racist and then you're just gonna stab him in the back, right? Remember Sir Isaac Newton's quote, okay? He's white, so you might not like it, okay? I can see farther because I stand on the shoulders of giants. See, he talks about standing on their shoulders and working off of what they've already accomplished, not tearing them down just to make yourself seem taller. No. And that, Chris, is exactly what you're doing. And then we get to the really good part when you go to his farm website, okay? He's got, you know that invest tab that I was telling you about? What he's trying to do is he's trying to get people to invest in his farm, be part owners of it, live in a yurt that they buy with their own money or they invest with. I mean, yeah, he's trying to get money to buy more land and build like 10 yurts. So, you know, it's a communal living, it's a commune, you know, sounds like communist kind of thing that he's trying to do there, where everybody owns the thing, shares the profits. But I wonder who was going to control the money. I think that's going to be Chris, and I don't think I would trust this guy for anything. So good luck investing with him. And then, you know, he puts his P&L statements out there, which are kind of funny, to be frank, because this is the numbers that he's trying to show people that, you know, he's trying to get to invest in his business or in his farm, right? And it's kind of laughable because it looks like he's been in business for, you know, 6 years now, and his annual revenue is $154,000 according to last year. But the profit is only 10 to 12% according to his numbers, which, and as someone who's invested in businesses before, that number that they say it is usually a little bit lower. So you've been doing this for 6 years, 10 to 12% profit margin, and you're trying to get people to invest with that little amount of revenue? Oh, yeah, you have another thing coming to you, buddy. It ain't gonna happen. Why? Because it's a stupid investment with a stupid person. So what's his real agenda here? You know, from what I can tell, he's trying to find people to invest in his thing, and he's trying to draw attention to it. Okay, you know, that's decent marketing to do, but you know what? You don't have to lose your soul in marketing in order to get attention. That's what you're doing. You're losing your freaking soul, man. And from what I can gather, his farm is right around near where Polyface is, so he's trying to siphon off customers by putting Joel down and, you know, saying, oh, you know what, if you want to be a social justice warrior, you know what, buy from me. Okay, that's not how it works. But the reality is, he's just trying to gain attention for himself. And if you don't believe me, he's flaunting it. He's flaunting it right here in one of his Facebook stories from somebody that left him a review because, hey, they thought the same thing. He's a terrible person. So don't give him what he wants. Don't go look up the article. Don't look up his farm. Don't look up him. You know what, if you want to do something, a big F you to him, go order something from Polyface. That'd be pretty freaking funny. I heard they're shipping internationally now too. So after doing a little bit of research about this guy, I get where Joel's coming from when he told him, hey, if he doesn't like it here, you know what, leave. And you know what, it's true. If you don't like his country, leave. That's what it comes down to. Are you going to stay in a bad relationship, or are you going to try and change it? Are you going to eat at a restaurant you don't like? Are you going to stay at a job that you don't like? No. You know what, if you don't think that there's any opportunity here, leave. And that's, you know, I can say that. You know why? Because that's what I did, okay? I didn't leave the country. I left the state that I came from. I'm from California, Southern California. I wanted to do something like Joel's doing in Virginia. And you know what? It's not possible in Southern California for me, okay? So you know what I did? I left. We moved out here to East Texas, and now we're very, very happy. And one last message to Joel, if you ever see this, okay? Joel and your whole entire family. Keep doing what you're doing. You've inspired tens of thousands of people to do what you do. And you know what? You're making the world a better place. Screw this guy.